The Xeno-Empire had conquered 10,000 worlds. They had a formula. Scan the capital. Paralyze the leaders. Break the spirit. They looked at Earth, and they saw a chaotic, noisy, divided mess. They chose their first target, New York City. A city of glass and steel. A city they thought was fragile. They were wrong. They didn't arrive to a planet of victims, they jumped straight into a predator's den. The ships descended. No warnings. No negotiations. The Empire's AI, the Great Eye, began its psychological scan. It expected screams. It expected mass panic. But as the shadow of the mothership touched the Empire's state building, something happened that the Empire had never seen in 10,000 years of conquest. The city didn't stop. The sirens didn't mean run. They meant get ready. In the streets of Brooklyn, in the subways of Queens, 8 million souls looked up. They didn't look with fear. They looked with rage. Inside the mothership, the Great Eye began to glitch. "Commander," the AI whispered in a cold, synthetic tone. "This species, it is illogical." The scan didn't just show DNA. It showed history. It saw a city that had been burned, flooded, and attacked, and every single time, it grew back stronger, taller, and angrier. It scanned the mind of a single construction worker on a steel beam. He wasn't praying for mercy. He was gripping a wrench, calculating the distance to the ship's cooling vents. He was thinking about how to kill a god. The Empire realized a terrifying truth. On other worlds, people fought for their lives. In New York, they fight for their block. The AI flagged a phenomenon it couldn't categorize: collective defiance. The scanners picked up millions of radio signals. Not military codes. Just voices. Not today. Not my city. Get off my lawn. The Empire's scanners began to overheat. The sheer willpower of 8 million people was creating a psychic feedback loop that rattled the ship's hulls. The commander of the Xenofleet looked at the data one last time. He saw a species that didn't know how to surrender. A species that treated a global invasion like a minor inconvenience. He saw that if they landed one soldier in Times Square, they wouldn't be fighting an army, they would be fighting a nightmare. Every window was a sniper nest. Every alleyway was a trap. Every New Yorker was a soldier who hadn't been drafted yet. The order was given. Abort. The invasion ended before the first shot was fired. The galaxy's most powerful empire fled because they realized one thing: you can conquer a planet. You can break an army. But you can never, ever, break New York. As the ships vanished into the void, the city didn't cheer. The taxi horn started again. The lights stayed on. The city that never sleeps just went back to work. Because humanity isn't just a species. It's a warning. Unbreakable. Unstoppable. Humanity. The galaxy learned a lesson that day: Earth is not a prize to be won. It is a fortress that refuses to fall. But the war for the stars is just beginning. Other empires are watching. Other threats are looming in the dark. But they will find the same thing the First Fleet did, that humanity doesn't just survive. We endure. We overcome. We are unbreakable. If you believe that the spirit of humanity can never be tamed, then you belong here with us. Join the resistance. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to witness our stand among the stars. And tell us in the comments, if an alien fleet appeared over your city today, would you run, or would you fight? This is unbreakable humanity. We never kneel. We never fade. See you in the next chronicle.